everyone. Welcome back to Lucky Dog Gaming. I'm Crystal, and this is Joe.
That's Coco and Luna. And they decided to wake up from their naps the second we started streaming.
The very second. And now they're just making continuous loops around the table.
Fantastic. See, oh, did we get them in the corner shot? Nope. They're right out of angle. All right.
Oh my gosh. I can't. I don't like it.
Well, that's the beauty of going live, doing it live. All right.
Anyway, so Joe.
Pergola.
So Pergola was my exceptional favorite find from the spring convention from BTG.
Indeed. We picked this beauty up at Common Ground Games booth at BGG Spring. And we've had a chance to try it out. And we figured we would play it live.
Yeah.
Maybe discuss what we like about it.
We've already initially done the unboxing with you guys, but we decided that we would make this our first game of the week, learning and playing, and it hasn't disappointed.
No, not at all. Do you want to go ahead? Now, I don't know the state of, it's all very beautifully boxed inside in very nice containers. However, I tilted it up for the shot. And
this could be like one of those like lifelong debates of if games are supposed to be stood up vertically or.
Well, I can tell you this one definitively wants to be laid down.
Well, we don't know that yet.
Well, we're going to find out together live. All right. Let's see.
And if it's a mess, it's Joe's fault.
Sure. All right. So on top are...
Which, by the way, I think it's worth saying, this is pretty amazing.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
Right?
They have all of the actual layers of how you're actually supposed to put it in, which for some people that have a little neuroticism, that's a nice way to say that.
That's not...
Who like things particular.
The right way, Joe.
I mean, I'm that terrible one that just throws it all in the box, and then the next time you take it out, you're like, I don't even want to play this because it's such a mess. However,
games are not supposed to be a one-time use, Joe.
That's correct in theory. They have done a great job of packaging this in a way that putting it back together also gets it set up for the next gameplay. So teardown is a little bit of work, but what you get in return is that setup is actually very easy. So once you get everything punched out and in their happy little homes, this becomes an active part of the playboard. So unlike most games where you have to remove all the tokens and put them in separate containers, which if you're like us, you have multiple game containers that you use or little buckets. You don't have to do that. It's very well stacked. So like we'll take these out.
It's so attractive.
All right. Do you want to?
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. Do you want to take out the next? You want to do the next layer?
Yeah. Let's do it. So I think while we have it out, we can just point out to all the different pieces that we have here. Do you remember the flowers?
I sure do. Point to one and I'll tell you. Those are magnolias.
So we have magnolias. I know we have the buttercups of the two different sizes. Then we have the lavender.
Those are lavender leaves.
Lavender leaves and the...
those would be the hollyhocks.
Hollyhocks, yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes. And then you have those.
That's the lavender. So the lavender that goes in the lavender leaves, the hollyhock, which comes in 3 colors. So this is a points salad game for sure.
That's great.
Every single thing you do in this game is going to earn you points. some of them more efficiently than others. A lot of them have a scaling element, so you probably want to focus on one or two things as you build out your tableau buzzword.
You feel so proud of yourself for that.
I know.
And going over some of the pieces, we do have our lanterns that give you like an additional move or item. And then we have our bees, our ladybugs, our butterflies, and our dragonflies.
Yeah, you probably want to hold those a little bit closer to the...
Oh, so short.
Oh, yeah. Well,
we tried.
You did.
Okay, now, and then underneath here, all the shovels.
Well, technically, they're not all just shovels.
Yeah.
These are the shovels. Then you have
a spade.
Rakes. Then you have trowels. And then you have hoes.
I thought for sure that was like a spade.
Nope, it's not. They're shovels, rakes, trowels, and hoes.
And then we have our lily pad pond. Because
Which,
that's where the frogs go.
yep.
They just go hippity hoppity. All right, so removing the tray.
Yeah.
That's not funny.
You said hippity hoppity.
Yeah, mine's funny, Joe.
I physically cringed like I was chewing on a lemon when you said that.
You liked it that much, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so back to this beautifully set box. We have our planters.
Which, okay, I don't know if you're a gardener. I'm not a gardener, but I've been to garden stores before. I love the fact that these are thematic. Like the little, I mean, obviously they were custom made for this. There aren't the actual like planter boxes, but the fact that they mimic those planter boxes to me is amazing.
And then each of them start with their own set of player sets.
Yeah.
So you get your frog, your birdhouse, your honey pots, and then your dewdrops.
Yeah, so you're able to store each of the 4 players' components right inside. And this is also where you will keep your gardening instruments throughout the game. Did you give me blue? All right, I'll take blue again. All right.
Okay. Alrighty. And so I personally love this board because look at all those colors.
Yeah, so there isn't any difference to the actual board. They are just beautifully illustrated and done.
So pretty.
So you get to pick whatever kind of your primary garden that you want. I'm gonna go, you know what, I had the blue one last time. I'm gonna keep with the blue one.
I'm gonna keep with mine.
Okay.
All right, then we have our waterfall.
So your garden also features this water feature, which you will have droplets that you will be doing a race down, and you'll be collecting insects along the way for your garden. So that's pretty cool.
And another sideboard you have is going to be
your actual pergola.
No.
That's the pergola.
But what hangs there? The buttercups.
Yeah, your buttercups
And then your honey pots will sit
on the bench.
on the bench.
But it's an actual pergola. That's what this is. That's what this is called.
Oh, I knew that.
Sure you did. We'll pretend you did.
Jeez, Joe. I mean, I have a wide range of vocabulary here.
Uh-huh. I know you do.
I don't like that condescending tone that you're using with me.
I bet you don't.
Wow. It just keeps getting thicker and thicker, does it?
Well.
Oh, and then we have our scoreboard.
Oh. There you go.
Thank you.
So as you can see, point salad. Lots of different things. So if you're doing hollyhocks, you're trying to get sets of hollyhocks to earn you points. Your butterflies, which go on your hollyhocks, get more points the higher up your hollyhocks. So you're trying to do a balance of making a range of the 3 colors while also getting them stacked high enough that your butterflies are getting additional points. Then you have your magnolia tree, which you grow, which gets points the higher it gets, and then you put ladybugs on that. But the ladybugs get points based on how wide they go, not how high they are. So again, a little inverse. Do you want to?
Then we have the buttercups, and you get points for the 2 pairs because remember, there's the pink sequel ones and the blue double ones. So they'll score you points, but then if you have bees on them, they'll score you a certain amount of points, as well as the lavenders that gets placed on the lavender leaves. If they have bees, they score points, but just the lavender itself doesn't unless it has the bees. And then the lavender leaves will score individually as well. And then we have our dragonflies that sit on our lily pad ponds, which once you reach 4 of each thing, then you can hop on over there and get it.
Yeah, and then there's a bunch of additional things. So like honeypots, as you unlock them, will give you endgame scoring bonuses. There are endgame scoring bonuses if you get to the bottom of your water track that you can activate. So there will be certain like themes and sets that you'll be trying to work towards throughout the game. I am going to be interested genuinely. It is, first of all, it's a beautiful game. The end result is you actually create something that is quite stunning. I am going to be transparent. I am worried about the complexity level. I think it's a pretty easy game. There's not a lot of heavy player interaction in the sense like you'll see we're going to have like 4 different items to choose from, and you pick one of those. So I guess if somebody takes yours, or you start going for the same things, then you might run into some conflict there. But for the most part, you're just working on building your own garden. And it does feel like there are certain things that are inherently worth just more points than others that just seem to be better overall. And maybe that plays differently in a higher player count. So obviously right now we're going to be playing on a 2-player count. And maybe it evolves differently with 3 and 4 players, where resources might be more hard to come by, or sets be more difficult to collect. But we will have to see about that in a future time. So for a 2-player game, we will be using 2 sets of tools. So we will start, the first set will be the 15 shovels, and then the 18 hose. There we go.
What'd you call me?
It's a family show.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, tone it down, Joe.
I'm talking gardening equipment. You can tone it down. I wasn't even gonna bring any entendres into this situation.
Wow. Right.
The game consists of 15 rounds, which you'll notice there are 15 slots on the top of this as you grab a tool from the available tool set. You place it in
your buckets.
Into your bucket. Once all your bucket slots are full, then the game has ended. I will say from our first playthrough, it ends very quickly in a way. Like
Joe, you always say that about games you lose. It just ends quickly.
I demolished her.
No, you didn't.
Absolutely demolished her. We have the BG stats to prove it.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, I am. And I remember it was 103 to 125.
It wasn't.
It was something like that. I remember I had way more points than you. Doesn't matter.
I don't think it got saved, to be honest. You know, I'm not very good at it.
I know you do struggle with technology. And if you're not using BG stats to track your gameplays, so there is a written record of just how badly you win or lose. highly recommend it. It's a fantastic app for all of your board game.
Joe's
crafting
talking about
needs.
how he loses.
Anyway, somebody who wins as much as I do doesn't need to talk that much smack.
And yet he is.
All right, so we do need to set up a couple last pieces here.
Oh, I laid them out already. Right here.
What? Oh, those are four littles?
Yeah.
All right. So we'll put 4 little dragonflies. And then 4 big dragonflies. These are intended to be random, so I'm not really looking as I place them. I guess you could place them upside down, but you can't really, you have to place them, you have to know what's there because as you may notice, the top of each one has a symbol, and that represents one of the flowers in your garden, whether it is lavender leaves or hollyhocks or buttercups. You do have to have 4 of that in your garden already in order to hop to that space with, of course, your frog meeple, which
it's the whole reason why we ever got this game to begin with.
Definitely a huge draw.
It's so cute.
All right. So the way this will work is we have at any time there will be 4 garden utensils out, 1 in each space. As you take one of the...
Do you know if all the shovels and tools of the different colors have everything of the same?
What do you mean?
Like all the same options? I guess they probably would, huh?
I mean, I think there's a mix, yeah. I mean, I don't know what the exact distribution of items is, but... And that's probably one thing that I would say could make it more variable is because, I mean, it's set. There's only 15 shovels, 15 rakes, 15 trowels. I would have liked to see maybe like 30 and then you get 15 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So that way it adds some variety.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, after you play it long enough, you'll know essentially in a 2-player game how many of each item you're going to get. There is some variation because there'll be 3 hose left, but that's not enough to really, I would say, make an impact on the variability. Yeah. All right.
You ready?
I'm ready. So do you want to go ahead and start it off? And let's see here if we can't make this a little bit more presentable for the audience so they can see more of our tableau, because that is the biggest draw. Can you?
Wow.
Well, I mean, you see what I'm trying to do. Don't help. Just watch. Just watch
no.
all the leaves fall.
That's what they do in fall.
It's not fall, it's summer. All right. Because you're going to want to see what a winning board looks like. So it's important that you get me in there. There we go.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
So pushy.
All right. So.
That should go here.
All right. And now we're set.
Yeah, we are.
All right. Do you want to go ahead and go first?
I will. Yes.
All right. So what are you picking? And then also it should be noted, so each one of the trials is above an action. The first action allows you to move your frog. The second action allows you to move your water, which is in your water side. Then you can grab a leaf, which is the thing that Crystal just knocked over. Or you can do the flutter action, which will allow you to move insects. And we'll talk about the insects and stuff as they go. But bees have spots on things
I'll go
like
with this one.
buttercups.
And lantern.
So Crystal's going with the buttercup and the lantern.
And I get to go hippity hoppity.
All right. And so she's going there. Moving the frog to the lily pad and claiming a bee. Now we'll go ahead and move these down, replace it with
Oh my gosh, that girl has not played with that toy
I know.
in 10 million years.
But now it's her favorite thing ever. And why would she want to play with anything else? Luna, we love you
So much.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and take this shovel, which will get me a yellow hollyhock and a blue buttercup, and also allow my frog to get on a lily pad, and I will join you and
I want to share with you, Joe.
for bees. Well, too bad. Now, see, if this was a more strategic game, like that is one thing I would say, like the fact that we can both be on the same lily pad, maybe they make that so you can't do that, but that would definitely get more difficult in a higher player game count. So that was my turn. I'm going to put my shovel in my container.
All right, I'm going with this one.
All right, so you are collecting lanterns with a single. Okay. Moving down, moving down. And that was, oh, sorry, before we do that, that was on the water?
Yeah, I moved it. And I got a bee.
Fantastic. Okay. Moving down, new one. I'm going to go ahead and take this one, which will get me a double magnolia, a blue hollyhock, and I will get to do a bird action, which gets me, how about, ooh, I guess I'll take, I don't really like any of these, but I guess I'll take a butterfly. And put that on my hollyhock. Now, since my hollyhocks are pretty low level right now, they're only level 1, so I'm only going to get 1 point for those butterflies. I would have liked a bee to put in my buttercup, and my ladybugs aren't going to be swarming a lot of points yet either. So insects become a lot more important later as you build out your tableau. There's more places for them to go. So Crystal looks like she is taking a buttercup and a lavender leaf. Okay, and that is in the water spot. So she's going to be able to move her water tab on her tableau to get a ladybug.
Ladybug.
All right. So we'll go ahead and move those down, bring out the next item here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take this, which gets me the small buttercup, gets me a ladybug. My water, I'm going to go ahead and get that bee to fill out that honey cup.
Buttercup.
Buttercup. And then that will be my turn. So now, in order to finish and I'm sure this is something she's looking at, so we'll just talk about it. The lavender leaves. So one lavender leaf by itself does not do anything. However, when you get a set of 2 lavender leaves, you get an option of either getting and growing a lavender plant, which has a spot for 3 bees, and those bees, if they are filled out, will score you 8 points at the end of the game. Or you can get yourself a dragonfly, which itself is just worth 1. There is a dragonfly modifier at the end of the waterfall. She has opted for a magnolia and a red hollyhock, which I wanted, but
Nice. That brings me joy.
and then she's going to grab a leaf for a ladybug. Fantastic. Next up, we have this. So I'm going to take a I'll go ahead and I'm going to take this and grab a I feel like I want to do this. Move these closer. A red and a blue hollyhock. So you'll notice here for the holly, you have to, each color gets its own stack. And so you will get 6 points for each completed stack that you have. In addition to that, I get a bird action, and I will go ahead and take a butterfly, and I will put that here. These butterflies now at level 2 will start scoring me 2 points. Ideally, I want to get up to like 3 or 4, and then they'll be worth 3 points each. But we'll see how that goes. All right. So what are you thinking here now? So all 4 now have a lavender leaf, so we will see a completed lavender leaf on this turn. It's just a matter of what she's going to pair with it. What pairs nicely with your lavender?
This guy.
All right, so we
You're
get
gonna move the whole thing around
lavender leaf
with some lavender.
with the lavender, and then you get a bee. Okay. And you get to move your hippity hoppity frog.
I do.
And rules for moving the frog is you must move it to a adjacent. That's the word I wanted. Adjacent lily pad. So
maybe one day your vocabulary will reach my level.
all right. Allergies. That's what that is. Allergies. I'm allergic to something in the room. All right. Well, now I'm going to go ahead and take this, which will get me a 2 magnolia. It'll get me a red holly, and then I get 2 flutter actions. I will go ahead and flutter and flutter, and that will be my turn. Flutter actions really, if I'm being honest, early in the game, not really great. You really want one of the other actions that's going to progress. And they do that strategically. So the newest things that come out force you to take that flutter action. So the most valuable thing, which debatably is the frog. I actually think the water is slightly more valuable, but the frog is like the only way to get the dragonflies once you qualify for that. So it does become important. And we see her getting another lavender leaf and a yellow holly and a water droplet. So she's going to progress her water down 1. Very well done. So we'll move those. This is the last shovel. You know what? We've been playing with the wrong one.
I really thought this was not that.
These are trowels.
Yeah, I really didn't think the first ones looked like this, but I was trusting you with the setup.
Nope, I mixed them up. I don't know if it makes a difference.
I think it does. These have been very different resources, I feel like.
I mean, I'm happy to start over. I mean, we're playing with the same resources, so if anything, it's just. I mean, we can start over if you want.
No, that's okay.
I don't think it makes that big of a difference. But maybe it does. I don't know. I don't know why it would. But anyway, we carry on. It is my turn. I am going to. Well, now I want the frog action. So I'm going to take this. It's not great. I get lavender leaf and a butterfly, which is okay, which is mediocre for me. But I get a frog action, and my frog action is I'm going to go here and grab this 5-point dragonfly. So that is good for me because I have hollyhocks to cover that. So I will do that. We are now into the hoe phase, like you in college.
Whoa, Joe!
You were really into gardening. Remember? You were on the agriculture team?
No, Joe, it wasn't.
Oh, was that somebody else?
Maybe you're reminiscing of your college days?
That's true. I did a lot of hoeing in my college days. I had 2 green thumbs. I had to see the doctor a lot.
Wow, Joe. Wow.
Like and subscribe for more family-friendly content.
Yeah.
So what are you looking at?
I'm thinking.
Yeah, I do feel like this one played a little differently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, so you've now completed a line of hollyhock, and you're collecting balloons like they're going out of style. You're a lantern festival, and you got water. You're gonna go and grab yourself a butterfly. Butterfly in the sky. Okay. New one out. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this guy here, which will get me 2 magnolia. Go do that. Go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and do that. And a yellow holly and a water movement, which I'll go ahead and grab a bee. Does to finish out that buttercup. Now, also it should be noted that when your pergola has 4 bees on buttercups, you get to fill a jar of honey. 7 and 9 will also, so you can actually unlock up to 3 jars of honey each time. And the jars of honey do things like give you 1 point per ladybug, 1 point per butterfly, 1 point per 2 leaves, or 1 point per lantern. I mean, I understand the leaf one, but it feels a little stingy. Like, I feel like you could get 1 point per leaf. I feel like the bugs are easy to get. The lanterns seem like harder, but also easier. Like, I mean, you already have 4 lanterns. Lanterns are really powerful. Oh, and there she is. She snatches up, goes in and grabs a dragonfly for her lavender leaves. Well done. I see you. So go here, go here, go here. Grab this. I'm going to grab one of these. Put this in my will get me a rank 2 Magnolia. Actually, let me look at my Magnolias. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So we want to go up. And I want yellow to go here. And I get a action, which I'm actually going to take a butterfly. Put a butterfly here. Okay. And the game is only 15 rounds long. So we are over halfway done. Again, it goes very quick. By the time you feel like you build an engine on anything, it kind of gets away from you. You're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's already done. So you grabbed a magnolia and another lavender leaf.
No, I grabbed the lavender leaf.
Yep, but that's what you chose, and then you also get a leaf to add to your birdhouse, which took a ladybug. Very nice. All right. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go with this one here, which gets me a red holly, a balloon, and a water drop. And for my water drop, I'm going to go down here to grab a butterfly to go here. Okay, that'll be my turn. And we'll get a new one out. Red and a ladybug. So as you can see, again, the rules, there's a lot of components. There's going to be a lot of endgame scoring, which obviously we will go through together. But you're just starting to build just an absolutely beautiful garden, right? You can see it plays really nice. I wouldn't mind like even little mini. I'm a big fan of neoprene mats. I'm kind of a neoprene snob when it comes to
that is true.
I've been like addicted to them. Like now the games have started to like upgrade their boards to neoprene, which is the play mats that you see a lot of like card players and stuff. It's really nice. I like it a lot. Not that there's anything wrong. These are beautiful and nice. I just am now a little bit like, this would be cool, just like 4, rolled out neoprene mats would be kind of nice as an upgrade, maybe for their next Kickstarter. Not that we know anything about backing Kickstarters.
Yeah, not that we would.
Not that we would. All right. So on my turn, I'm going to. I'm going to go ahead and take this action, which is going to get me a blue and a yellow holly, and a water action, which will net me a ladybug, I suppose. I'll just put him here. And that's my turn. Turns are fairly quick. I think even with a 4-player game, you're not going to have a ton of downtime because you'll also be kind of planning ahead. I think there will be a lot of more turnover of the actual items that you're picking from, so you won't be able to plan too far ahead. But just looking at like what path you're, say, going to go down on the water, or what items you're looking to max out on your tableau, calculating which might be your highest scoring point honey or water bonus. Those are all going to be things that you're going to be thinking about during your turn, while you have some people who take forever.
Oh my gosh.
Forever.
Chill out, Joe.
I mean, I could have grown a real garden in the time it's taking you to take a turn. Ooh. She is stacking up on these lanterns, and those are not to be slept on. Those are very, very powerful. So definitely worth looking at. You have a frog act. Oh, did you take your frog action
Yeah,
already?
I got a butterfly.
Okay, you got a butterfly. Fantastic. I'm gonna go ahead and grab. So, I mean, I could use the lavender, but honestly, like none of those are great. You know what? Let me do. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna grab this. Can't let you have all the lanterns. I'll grab me a hippity hoppity frog lantern. I'll grab myself another hollyhock. And then I'll do this and grab myself a ladybug over here. All right. And we are down to just a hand. Oh my gosh. Oh, 3 turns. We have 3 turns left. Yeah, like I said.
4.
No, you don't. You went first. You should only have 3.
I'm telling you, there's only 4 there. No, I see. You went way out of order. There's 1 back there, 2 right here, and 1 right. Like, you're just all over the place.
Oh.
There's 4.
Oh, okay. Never mind. There's 4. I just can't organize my. I mean, that's pretty much story of my life. There's a hole, I'm putting it in it. Organizationally. Like, that's how I organize things. I just, push it into the available slot. What's going on over here? What did you take?
I took the shovel over here.
Took the shovel with the blue and the lavender leaf. Somebody's getting a lavender field. Oh, another dragonfly.
And then, water drop.
Water drop. So now we can see she's probably going to start filling out that lavender.
And then I'm going to get another bee.
Nice.
And then I'm going to go ahead and use another water.
And here it goes, the cascading effect of the lanterns. So she has been able to do multiple things this turn, which is obviously very efficient. And it's a great way to do things, as it were.
This one too. B. And then this one here.
All right, very well done. All right, I'm going to grab this, which will get me a red hollyhock, a cute bumblebee who doesn't have a home. If you get an insect that doesn't have a home, don't fret. They will just fly around your garden, but you will have to use a special action, one of the flutter actions, to get them onto an object. But
Eli made it.
Oh, guys, this is my aunt. Hey, Eli. Don't listen to the nonsense. Your aunt is losing terribly. Actually, this one's going to be a lot closer than the first game. But we shall see.
We shall see.
All right. So it was my turn. I had taken the red. I had taken my ladybug. I needed to do my frog action, which I'm going to jump here and grab myself a bumblebee. No, that's why I had that. I needed to grab a ladybug. See, you distracted me. So ladybug, bumblebee. Now I'm going to use this action, my extra frog lantern, to jump here and grab this dragonfly for an additional 5 points. And there you go. All right. Now we have 3 turns left. Yes. Now we have 3 turns left. Shouldn't you be in bed? Isn't it a school night?
They're on summer break.
Summer break?
Yeah.
They let children should not have summer breaks. I'm going on the record. You should have school year round. I say that mostly because I'm not in school anymore.
Exactly.
Oh, summer break. Why don't we? Adults don't get summer break, which is kind of shenanigans. All right.
And then I'll be taking this one here for a ladybug.
Okay.
And
Okay. I would say you probably want like a ladybug with a flutter action, because that would be better for you. So.
there's the yellow and the orange are very similar. I was trying to look for different
Oh,
colors.
yeah, the yellow one would be a different color. The reason she wants, so she's looking at the different color leaves because you do get 1 point per different color leaf at the end. But yeah, having that extra flutter action is going to allow her to move that lone butterfly to still 2 point, that's 2 additional points though. So definitely worth the action. Yeah. All right. So that moves down here. This goes here. So I think I'm going to. We got 3 turns left. This is going to be a tough one here. Because I really need to do a couple different things, and there's not a lot of availability on actions. My frog can help me a little bit, but I really need. That's 3 points, but I really want to get down here. Why do I want to get down here? How many points can I? Yes, I need to get down here. Okay, so I think that means I need to take this, which is going to get me a lavender and a blue buttercup. Not doing that. I'm going to go down here and complete this, and I will use that. 2, 4, 2, 4 to get me a butterfly. Put that there. And then this I will use to get a dragonfly, because I'm not going to get enough bees to fill that out.
Be positive.
No. Boo. No.
I just heard applause.
Wow, and I would see a doctor because there was no sounds. This is going to be interesting.
Right.
So you got 2 turns left to maximize your stuff. What are you thinking?
I don't know.
Because it looks like, I mean, you know, if we take a look, it does look like she was going with a bit of the Magnolia strat. What was your strat this time?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Just go with it.
It is interesting. This definitely plays a lot differently when you don't use the original shovels, which is weird because it's the same, like, they both get 2 items on them, right? Like,
And this.
red and, okay. And then you get 2 flutter actions.
Well, can I use my frog and then flutter?
Oh, you can use your, no, so that, okay. So that will allow you to do any action. So
Yeah.
but then you don't get to flutter.
I don't get to do this?
No, what that does is say that you can use any action instead of whatever action is there.
Okay.
So it allows you to change your flutter action to, say, a frog action if you want it.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, so you're going to use that lantern to do a frog action. Nice. Grab that big old dragonfly.
And then I will then...
Which is interesting then. Why didn't you go for the dragonfly bonus instead of the honey bonus on your water? Your dragonfly bonus would have been worth 4. Your honey's only worth 2.
2 per pot.
Yeah, you only got 1 pot.
Oh, I thought these were lanterns.
No, you can't change it
I
now.
thought these were lanterns.
No, you don't get to change it now. You literally just said 2 per pot. No,
I thought it was 2 per lantern.
You have 1 per lantern in your thing.
Yeah, no. I want this one.
Absolutely not. You do not get to change it,
yes,
cheater.
It's just down here. I get to pick whatever I want. That one. Okay.
So that's what you're teaching Eli? You're teaching him that cheating is okay?
Oh, it's not cheating. I thought this was a lantern.
It's not a lantern. You knew it wasn't a lantern.
No, I didn't. I've only ever played this one, so I want this one. I want this one.
I'll allow you to take the dragonfly, but you absolutely cannot go to that other one.
Why not?
Because that's a fair compromise.
That is not, because I really thought it was a lantern. I had all this
Which
even
is
when
fair.
I got down there.
It's fair that you misunderstood. So I'm giving you the opportunity to
That's
take...
only 2 points.
That's 4 points. You have 2 small and 2 big. All right, fine. Pick the other one. There you go. There you go. Let it be known that if she wins, there's an asterisk. And if she loses, there's a double asterisk that she cheated and still lost.
I can also use my other lantern.
What other lantern?
This one. My frog, extra frog action.
Where are you going?
I'm trying to go.
Cheater, pumpkin eater. Let's see here. So I can do that. Where am I at? Where can I jump? Grab red. No, I guess I'm going to do this. I'll grab a bee, put him here. I will leap to a butterfly. Grab a butterfly. Put it. No, that's a ladybug. Where the heck are all my butterflies? My butterfly. Put it here. Oh, no, actually, I get a yellow. All right. What do I need here? So you get a bee. Oh, do we only get one turn?
Mm-hmm.
Also, flipping this one, I guess.
Then here's a water drop. Take a ladybug. This is it.
Okay. My turn. Last, certainly not least, I'm going to, let's see here. Ladybug, move. Oh, wait. Water. No, I don't want to do water drop. I want to grab a leaf. Oh, yeah. That's what I want to do. All right. So I'm going to grab this, which gets me a pink. It gets me this, which gets me a ladybug and a move, which I'll move here. And it gets me one of these tokens, which I will use to get another bee. Right. What level is this? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Technically, we're 3, 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5. So actually, I'm better off getting a butterfly and putting him here for that. And there you have it.
That's the end of the game.
That is Pergola. Set up and played in just under an hour. So as you can see,
that's nice.
Yeah. Very approachable game. Very beautifully done. At the end, you get these great looking gardens that have flowers and insects. Lanterns. Very cute. This would be great for a ladies' garden party. I could see, if you're having a tea party with the ladies.
But the real question is, Joe, are you ready to see how bad you lost?
Get out BG stats. Let's go.
Where's your phone?
Where's your phone? You already have.
I never know where my phone.
It's right
Oh
there.
my gosh, I have such a crazy story for you about my phone today.
Okay. Well, your phone's right there. Are you gonna share the crazy story, or is it?
Okay. So today.
Should I get a drink? It feels like this is gonna be a long story. Are we about to double the length of this stream with your nonsense?
No. So normally when I'm at work, I place my phone in my leg pocket. When I'm wearing my scrubs. But when I wear regular clothes, I put my phone in my back pocket. But at work, it falls out, so I never put it there. So naturally, I went to the restroom, and I always take my phone out. I normally lay it on my computer before I go to the restroom. And I come back, and I was doing stuff, and I went to reach for my phone in my pocket, and it wasn't there. And I was like, oh, dang it. I was like, where did I lay my phone down at? So I'm tracing my steps, check the bathroom, I can't find it, right?
Okay.
And so I was like, oh, but I got my watch.
Oh.
Like I heard you like, oh, but Crystal, you have your watch. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll do my watch. So I do my watch and it dings. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's really close. And I did a full circle. And I'm standing in the hallway looking for my phone, right? And I was like, it's so close. And so I was like, I do it one more time. And I was like, it's right. It's so close. And I reach behind and it's in my back pocket.
So you were literally a dog chasing its tail.
I literally did a full circle looking for this phone because I knew it was so close to me.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And she's a medical professional, people. This is...
But I found my phone.
There we go.
Oh, see, it wasn't saved.
101 to 125 was the previous numbers. I don't think we're going to get anywhere close to that this time, actually.
Because we didn't play with the right shovels.
I mean, I don't...
Someone didn't set the game up correctly.
But we shared the same, like, it's not like I was playing with better shovels than you. We played with we had the same access to the same stuff.
All right. Time for scoring. We have our hollyhocks.
All right. So hollyhocks are going to be these here. So for you, I count 6, 8, 9, 10.
11.
6, 8, 9, 10.
6, 7, 8, 9,
Oh, they're 3.
10, 11.
They're 9. They're 3. Okay, sorry. It's 6, 3, and 1. I thought it was 6, 2, and 1.
Can you not
All right.
like cheat me points?
No, that's fine. I was going to cheat myself points here in a second. So then I got 1, 2, 3. So 6, 8, 6, 12, 18, 19. Nope. See?
Wow.
6, 12, 18, 21, 22, 23.
Oh wait, that's what I already had. Okay. Now we have butterflies.
So you got 5, 6, 7, 10.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep.
10. All right. Now I got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 15, 18.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yep.
18.
Yep.
Okay.
Then we have magnolias.
I got 10. How many did you get?
I think so.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
Ladybugs. Oh. Oh wait. No. Okay.
This is not legal.
Why not?
You can't place 2 on 1 like that.
What do you mean?
You have to place them. Well, it's too late now, but it actually is going to hurt your score. But yeah, you can't. It has to be on top of an you can only have 1. Oh my God, you did it here too. Luckily, this one's not as bad because this is a 2. That's why 2s exist, because then you can do that. That's technically illegal, but that's fine. I'll allow it. So you got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yes? All right, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. So Magnolias, you're only supposed to play 1 on a bulb. You can't play 2 on 1 bulb.
You didn't tell me that, and I didn't do that on the last game at all.
Yeah, well, actually it hurt you because if you would have put this 2 on top of that, these would have been worth 2, 4, 6 points anyway.
So can I do that?
Nope. That's why I didn't. That's why I let you end with the cheating, because your cheating cost you actually.
I didn't know.
How? We played an entire game.
I didn't play that one. I only had like one.
You didn't play the game? We did the whole teach.
I didn't play that.
We did a whole teach. We did a whole
I
play.
understood it. I just thought you just built on it.
And now
Buttercups. Buttercups.
Oh goodness.
Oh, I couldn't give you the blue one. Sad.
Buttercups? What? Oh, buttercups. I got 3, 6. Yeah, I don't know why you didn't go for the buttercups in the last round.
They weren't there.
Yeah, it was.
That came out on the very last one.
Yeah.
I got more points doing what I was doing.
Sure you did.
Bees.
Bees. I got 4, 8, 10.
I got 8, 12, 14, 16, 18.
Yep.
Lavender leaves.
I got 4.
I have 12.
Very nice.
Dragonflies.
I got 11.
I got 12.
Very nice.
Honeypots.
All right, so honey pots are the special ones that you get for filling with the bees. So it looks like Crystal gets 1 per lantern, so that's going to give her 5 bonus points on that. My honey pot that I picked was butterflies, and I'm going to get 7, 3, 6. I'm going to get 8 points for that. Okay, water drops. So water drops, again, this is going to be the special points that you get for completing that. Note that she was originally supposed to get 2 points because she had it on honey pot. However, because I am nice, I let her change it. And how many points did you get now because I let you change it?
6.
6 points. Okay, enter your points, tutor. I got 5.
Leaves of different colors.
Leaves are different colors. 3. And even with cheating and not knowing how to play and cheating some more, I was still able to secure the victory. Curious if you had done this like you were actually supposed to, assuming that that's the way it went. Not that it really matters too much, because the first 3 layers are all 2 or 1. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If your magnolias were 10, and you would lose. You would actually have lost 3 you would have lost 3 ladybugs anyway, because your ladybugs that you cheated to get 4 on. Well, 96 to 102. It was closer than the first game. Will she win again? Will she ever win any game ever again? Is the real question. Or is she in a never-ending losing streak? Stay tuned to find out.
That is so dramatic.
Me?
Yes.
Dramatic?
Absolutely.
Never. All right.
As long as you're breathing.
Well, if I wasn't, that would be pretty dramatic. What other?
I'm off the clock.
What other final thoughts do you have about this eclectic point salad worker placement? It's not even worker placement. It's drafting game
Of Pergola.
Pergola
So, all in all, I
by
really
Rebels
like it.
Studio.
I think it's a beautiful game. I love the components of it. I love the fact that we were able to learn it and play it twice in one night, and it's not incredibly late.
Yeah.
I would say gameplay really actually did take an hour, and the recommended time is actually an hour. Is what it says on the box.
This is
So it was. I'm very impressed with that.
actually says 45 to 60 minutes. So yeah.
I mean, with us chit chatting and everything else, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, 2 gameplays and learned it. I'd say probably 2.5 hours.
Yeah. And I mean, again, it does feel like there's a lot, like you start going and I mean, the score, I mean, you can see all the things that score, but the reality is, pretty much everything you do is going to get you points. There's obviously things that are more optimal. But this is a game, I think it says recommended 10 up. Definitely a game that you could play with kids in that 10 up range. I think they would be able to play it and have fun building this out. There are a lot of small pieces, so I would just say be wary of that. I think it would be very easy.
Choking hazards.
And just for lost pieces,
Yeah.
like if somebody knocks over this, it would be a real pain.
Ooh, that's a good point.
That would be another consideration there. If you have overly active children, may want to advise on that. But other than that, yeah.
I liked it.
How many lily pads you give it out of 5?
Out of 5.
Out of 5 lily pads, how many? Just arbitrarily, since I just decided that.
I would say 3.
3 lily pads out of 5. Maybe 10.
What? Out of 10?
Out of 10? Out of 5. 3 out of 5?
3 out of 5.
Or 6 out of 10.
And basically what that means is I'll keep this game in my collection. It won't make like the top fave.
Would you bring it to a game group or no?
It would depend on the group.
Like, would you bring it to our Sunday group or our Friday? Like, this is not a Friday group game.
This is not a Friday, but it was a Friday group last week.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. I was like, it's funny you mentioned that.
Did they play it on Friday?
Uh-huh.
Oh, was it with Iris and them? Who played it?
It was Iris's game, but Bill played it.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know who else though.
Yeah. As the primary game or as a secondary?
Don't know.
Yeah.
I was there. I was in Vegas.
Oh, wow. Must be nice.
Or I shouldn't say it was last week, but the week before last, I should say.
Gotcha. All right.
But nonetheless, I could see this being a really good game for like our friends that are not like super long board gamers.
Yeah, this
like how we tended like are drawn to like Tower Up.
Yeah.
Because the components of it is so nice and it's such a beautiful game. It's easy to learn.
Yeah, this is one that
and this is still something I enjoy playing because there are some games that are just easy to teach and play, and I'm just like, I kind of don't.
Like what? Like what would be an example of that?
I don't know off the top of my head, but I'm just saying there are games that's like easy enough to play and it's still a game, but I may not have like a super huge interest in it. But Tower Up is something I enjoy, but it's not something.
I played Tower Up. Tower Up's on BGA too.
But I mean, like that's not something I go to like for you and me to play like on our own.
Oh no!
You know what I mean?
Yes, that would just destroy you.
But like something like Harmonies, I enjoy us playing Harmonies quite often.
Really, even though I beat you every time.
You don't beat me every time.
Pretty much. When was the last time you won?
The last time we played.
No.
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, we had the BGA stats. We could look at it. But yeah, and as you can see, I mean, the cleanup, there's a lot of little components, but since they all have their homes, and their homes are the reset of like the actual start, I
can definitely see like
it makes
them having this tray and having so many of these components, because if they were in little tiny bags all the time, it'd be less likely of me playing.
Oh yeah, this game, like, this is a situation, honestly, and it's kind of like a weird thing to say, that the storage makes this game playable.
Yeah.
Without,
oh, that's a good point.
Without this storage system,
the likelihood of me pulling this out is much lower.
Yeah, because these are, I mean, there is a dozen different components, all with, 10 to 15 items. Like, trying to put these all in little containers or have them accessible, and then setting that up and then putting them back in baggies absolutely would not be appealing. And then even like the player components, because you have 4 honey pots, you have these 2 water droplets, you got a birdhouse, you got a frog. Like, well, you know what? You just put them all in your little bucket here. Boop, put your lid on it. Put it in your container. Done. Look at that. Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy?
Lemon squeezy. Everything's got its little home. Oh, you put butterflies in the dragonflies.
No, you did.
No, I did, and then I took them out.
Oh,
So
I don't think you corrected your mistake.
No, you definitely just did this. We have the video. I could go back and find you.
Good luck. You'll find me.
I will find you.
Look at that. Again, Joe.
Why? Why?
That's the question you start with.
Yeah. All right. So there we go. And so those stack. I think that goes there. Oh,
I can't reach you over there. If you come over here, I'll help you.
Here.
I don't know where the other ones are.
Here we go. So, and then again, you have, the tray. The flowers go underneath there. The tracker goes underneath the scorecard. Then you put those, the player boards there.
Nope.
The pergola is there, followed by the water features on the next layer. Then you got
Boards.
the boards, 4 boards and 7 score. Boom. Boom.
And the tray.
Oh, and then the tray goes beautifully on
And it
top.
fit really well because even with Joe standing this box up, it did not spill. The only thing that moved a little bit was the dragonflies on the bottom.
Yeah, I would not recommend standing it up. Oh, see, okay, small critique. I don't know without looking at the bottom
Oh gosh, Joe, you're about to spill it all.
how to align this because the sides are identical.
Oh,
But
no,
no, what?
look,
What do you mean? Oh,
there you go.
oh, okay. So
Because it's in the shape of the pergola.
for reference, well, that's kind of weird because it's the bottom. But actually, the side does have matching like pergola to line up with. I still don't have top bottom. Top and bottom look the
Yeah,
same.
and then it's brown. It's brown, light brown.
That's the same here.
But there's nothing here to.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You don't know the top and the bottom.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't. Look,
Look at the top of the board.
the top and the bottom.
And then these sides.
The top and the bottom are the same. Look. So does it go like that? Because it matches brown to brown. Is that what you're saying? Because that's the same here. It matches brown to brown.
Anyway,
that's a very small critique of a very beautiful, very well designed game by Rebel Studio. Yeah, well done.
yeah. But I got one question for you.
Well, I have one answer for you.
And because these two games just kind of like are kind of similar to me. Which one would you prefer, Pergola or Wild Gardens?
Wild Garden.
Yeah.
Wild Garden. This is not the same as Wild Gardens.
I know.
It's
It's like the flower garden aspect of it.
Yeah,
But
but
how
wild.
it plays is differently, yes, of course.
It plays
But-
wildly differently.
Joe, it's only about the fact that it's flowers and gardens. That's it.
But the other one's not gardens. It's cooking.
But still, wild
No,
garden.
they're not. That's not a valid like.
One's like fruit, one's flowers, but still.
No, because you're not growing anything. You're cooking. It's very different. Wild Gardens is closer to Flamecraft or Critter Kitchen or yeah, like that's a cooking genre game. This is closer to Stock Exchange. Would you rather play this or Stock Exchange?
I really want to play Stock Exchange with other people and see.
Yeah, but this to me is closer to Stock Exchange as gardening and flowers.
Wouldn't you say this is closer to Wingspan?
From a boring level,
Joe! You only say that because you lose Wingspan all the time. Don't talk about Wingspan.
I don't lose Wingspan anymore. Last time I played, I destroyed you because
One win
I
against
figured it out.
30?
Go get it right now. I'll play it right now.
Joe, I have a long day tomorrow. It's 10 o'clock.
Well, you're just saying that because you know that I will now.
Anyway.
Wingspan coming up next on Table Talk.
Oh my gosh.
Wingspan Wednesday. Join us Wednesday when we play Wingspan.
I mean, if you really want to see me lose, I'm going to lose Wormspan every time.
We'll play Wingspan. We'll play Wingspan Wednesday.
All right.
And I will whoop you.
I'll be there.
Deal.
Yeah.
All right. Well, until next time, stay lucky, stay gaming.